I want today to be the day you break the cycle in your life in these failed marriages that's brought you to court for the 5th time. I want you to choose to break that cycle today.
Here is today's case.
I'm tired of Theresa not appreciating me and being materialistic.
Robert needs to get tough and stop being so sensitive.
She doesn't respect me or my religion.
He's using this new religion to get out of showering me with gifts.
Theresa doesn't accept my children, and she creates drama with my ex.
Robert's ex does not respect our relationship.
I will not marry Theresa just to get a divorce soon after.
He needs to understand that I do love his children and only want the best for them.
Theresa needs to get her act together or I'm out.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, today's case is Reed versus Moore.
Thank you, Juan. Mr. Bob Reed.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Ms. Theresa Moore
Yes, Your Honor.
to court today. You are suing, sir, for $5,700 you say she owes you. $1,000 for money for a wedding venue
Yes,
that
Your
you
Honor.
retained, and also $4,700 the value of an engagement ring.
Yes, Your Honor.
The two of you were engaged for 2 years. Now you're here in divorce court. Give me some background, sir.
Well, Your Honor, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Theresa is ungrateful. She's unsupportive. The negatives outweigh the pluses. And I've had it up to here, Your Honor.
What do you have to say about that, Ms. Moore?
He's dramatic and not telling the truth.
The two of you have been together a long time, 7 years.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And so after 5 years, you proposed.
Yes.
So that's a long time to get to know someone, sir.
I agree.
So what happened? So after 5 years, the two of you have been together, you decided to move forward with marriage, and now you end up here.
That was a part of the problem that I waited 5 years. She has never given me any credit for actually proposing after 5 years. She feels that she forced me to do that, and that's the reason why she's upset, because I waited so long to propose in the first place.
Well, did she force you?
No, not at all. I did it out of love, out of merit. I loved her, like you said, but that was a part of the problem. She was breaking up with me all throughout the relationship. I was trying to make sure that this is what I wanted, and this is what we wanted to do moving forward.
So you wait 5 years, and then you decide you're sure this is what you want.
And I proposed to her.
But you end up breaking up anyway. Well, tell me about the proposal.
Okay, so first of all, like I said, I waited 5 years, and she kept making sly remarks. You know, we be at family gatherings, and she's like, I'm presenting to her like the ring. I'm telling everybody that we're engaged. I'm happy, and she's saying things like, "It's about time."
So people were saying congratulations, and her response was about time.
Yes.
Ms. Moore, is that what you were saying?
No.
To the people?
No, I was not.
You never said it's about time to anyone when they mentioned the proposal. Were you happy that he proposed?
I was very happy, Your Honor. I believe this is my soulmate.
So you're shocked and appalled that you're here in divorce court.
Exactly.
Well, how do you think you got here?
Because he's dramatic. And you know, it's a difference in saying it's about time than it's about time. You know?
No, it's not that much of a difference.
Exactly.
Your Honor,
Exactly.
it's like, you know, I'm excited about it. I didn't have an attitude with it, like it's, you know? I said, it's about time, Your Honor.
So that bothered him. Did he tell you that bothered him, that you didn't seem to be as happy about the engagement? You were more so still harboring a little bit of a grudge? I think that's what he's saying.
I wasn't. I'm sarcastic.
What happened over the course of
I'm quirky.
What happened over the course of the 5 years? He said the two of you were breaking up over this issue. What was their relationship like?
I never broke up with him, Your Honor.
That's a lie.
I never broke up with him.
That's a lie. That's a lie,
Sir?
Your Honor.
Bob, I did not break up with you.
That's a lie.
What do you say was happening?
Your Honor, here's a great example. My mom, who was very dear to me, she just passed away recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I grew up I'm a mama's boy, I must admit. Me and my mom was very close. She has a ring that I wanted to keep in the family, and I wanted to pass along, and she wanted me to use that as the ring. I approached Theresa with this idea, and she was like, no. Like she was like she was too good to have like a family ring. She wanted to have a new ring. You know, it was always something. She was never satisfied. And she made me feel so small now, but I brought it to her in a hypothetical situation, so she never really knew how I felt about that. Because of that, you know, I held back because it was hypothetical, but that really hurt my feelings.
Well, maybe you should have been more upfront and honest about the real reason you were having a discussion with her, not just a hypothetical, and I know you say you wanted to have a surprise with the proposal, but after 5 years, I have a feeling you and Miss Moore talked about it several times. Am I right, sir?
Yeah,
and this is a photo of which ring? Is that your mother's ring? Your late mother's ring?
Yes.
Beautiful ring. And so what was your response to the hypothetical he presented to you?
Okay, Your Honor. I was in the middle of cooking our dinner. I was doing a lot of busy things around the house. He came to me with the hypothetical question, and I answered in not knowing that he was talking about his mother's ring or any heirloom. I was just saying in general, because it was hypothetical to me. That's why he presented it to me. And so now he's trying to say, I admit I felt that way about his mother's ring, and that was not how it was presented to me at all.
You're materialistic, that's why.
How am I materialistic when I would marry you with a wire around my finger?
Valentine's Day, I decked it all out. I'm talking about rose petals, candles. She comes in, what is this?
What was the complaint about Valentine's Day? You had a problem with what he planned?
No, I did not.
She called me cheap.
I did not call. Did you hear the word cheap come out my
Yes.
mouth?
You do go ahead and propose.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Did you plan a nice proposal?
Yes, I did. Here's another thing, Your Honor. She has a tendency of hiding her ring, so to say. We were on a
After the proposal?
Yes.
So you think for 5 years, you say she pressured you to propose, and now she's hiding it?
She might have pressured me, but that wasn't the reason why I gave in for true love reasons, and it was time. I thought we should give it a go. But when we go out and double dates, and I noticed that she's keeping her ring under the table and in her pockets, and the excuses that she gives me is that she was cold.
Why do you think she's hiding the ring?
She's still making me pay for the 5 years, taking so long to finally propose to her.
Okay, help me understand this,
Okay.
because you would think that if someone finally got engaged after 5 years of waiting,
Right.
that they would be excited about it.
Exactly.
Not do the opposite and hide the ring. So why do you think she would be hiding the ring, hiding the engagement?
In my opinion, it could be a number of things, Your Honor. Like, it's been a lot of changes lately, for example. Recently, I've made changes in my spirituality, and I've been seeking Islam.
Okay.
And she's not supportive in that arena. I believe because of the fact that I want to go down that road that she's trying to make me pay. Here's another example, Your Honor. Valentine's Day, I decked it all out. I'm talking about rose petals, candles, wine, cooked for her, nice bread, everything. She comes in, what is this? You know, this is another example of her ungratefulness, Your Honor.
What was the complaint about Valentine's Day? You had a problem with what he planned?
No, I did not.
What was your response to when you walked in and saw the Valentine's Day surprise?
I'm like, what is this?
Exactly, she called me cheap.
I did not call. Did you hear the word cheap come out my mouth?
Miss Moore? So you're saying you were excited, and,
Yes.
and his testimony today about you not being happy about Valentine's Day is completely untrue?
He is completely untrue.
let
He's
me
using my
say something
exact
to you, Miss
words
Moore.
with the wrong expression.
Well, Miss Moore,
that's what he's doing.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Really?
He's called off the engagement for a reason.
Exactly.
What do you think that reason is, ma'am? Because I want you to start being forthcoming and honest in court today.
Because of all of his exes, all of the women that he's around all the time calling him for stuff, and he's being there for them.
Nonsense.
Maybe I have to become an ex in order for him to like me, because he's friendly with all of them.
Stop it.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. Reed?
No, it's totally untrue. She's always been insecure for some reason, and it's this insecurity that's within her, you know. And you know, here's a great example. Like the mother of my children, she can't stand her.
Lies.
On her own, the mother of my children has never done anything to her. There's a time when my daughter she had won a spelling bee, and we went to her. We had an award show. and everyone was there. I'm talking about everyone was there except her. And my daughter wanted her to be there. She refused to come to the spelling bee. She created a scene at a volleyball game of my other daughter. I have 2 daughters.
How does she create a scene?
Okay, so the mother of my child, she wasn't supposed to be there. She actually was on a business trip. So she told me she'll go to this one because she wasn't gonna be there. So she ended up showing up anyway. She ended up getting an early flight, and she thought that was a setup. She thought that I did that on purpose. Like, I knew she was gonna be there, and she was calling me a liar. This is all in the stands in front of everybody.
Really?
Got to be
At your daughter's tournament?
Yes.
No, I did not.
And I have a witness in court today who can testify to that.
You feel that if she's around, you don't want to be around. How do you build a future like that?
They have more than just that they have children relationship.
Miss Bell, do you have any type of romantic or intimate relationship with Mr. Reed at this point? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Okay, who's your witness, sir?
Her name is Mary.
Is this the mother of your
This is the mother of my
children?
children. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, one, would you bring in the witness, please?
Absolutely. You're gonna step this way.
Let's get to the facts.
Hi.
Hi.
Ma'am, would you please state your name for the record?
Mary Bell.
And Miss Mary Bell, how do you know Mr. Bob Reed?
We have children together.
And do you also know Miss Theresa Moore,
Yes.
who's in court today?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Reed has been testifying about a few of the experiences he's had, specifically one at an event for one of your children, ma'am.
Well, what I witnessed at the volleyball game was as soon as I arrived, she left. She seems nice enough. The kids like her, but she always separates everyone. You know, like as soon as I'm there, she removes her. You know, she's like she just removes herself. Once the game was over, Robert had to ask me for a ride home. He, you know,
Exactly.
and, you know, because she left him. You know, they together. They came together, and then you know, the atmosphere changes. You know, he didn't say anything to us or the kids the whole ride home. He later told me, you know, she was mad that I was there. I'm the mother. I'm supposed to be there.
And Miss Moore, do you take the position, ma'am, that you only want to be around Mr. Reed and his children if Miss Bell is not there? Is that your position?
I will be there for the children when she's not able to be
So
there.
that's not my question. You do feel uncomfortable when she's around because you were already at the tournament. You knew that he came with you. He didn't have a ride home, but you left anyway because you were upset. What is it that you were upset about?
He always tell me one thing and then something else
You were
happens.
upset because Miss Bell showed up that day to the
Exactly.
tournament. You can just answer the question and be honest. This is the time.
I was upset that he told me that she wasn't going to be there.
And Miss Bell
she-
testified, ma'am, that she wasn't scheduled to be there, but she arrived early. This is a good thing that she
But
was
I didn't
able to
make-
show up for the volleyball tournament.
I did not make a scene, as he said. I just left.
But you
and
were- you were
they're
upset.
always together. They're always together, and she always riding with him or taking
Okay,
him
so
somewhere.
it is an issue for you. So it's an issue for you.
So just leave me stranded at the volleyball game? That's okay?
I know you weren't stranded.
That's
I know
okay.
she was going to take you.
That's okay, though.
Mr. Reed, I want you to stop because I think we have a bigger picture of what's happening here. If this is the way you feel, it's the way you feel. But I just want you to be honest when you're answering these questions because if you're building a future with someone, when you're talking about being married with someone and they have children, Ms. Bell isn't going anywhere. By virtue of her relationship with Mr. Reed, you feel that if she's around, you don't want to be around. How do you build a future like that?
Your Honor, they have more than just that they have children relationship.
Here we go.
They have more than that.
You know
Here we
what?
go. It's
You know what? Just to clear the air, I'm going to ask this question. Ms. Bell, do you have a relationship, any type of romantic or intimate relationship with Mr. Reed at this point?
No, ma'am. Just friends.
And what do you say to that, Mr. Reed?
Exactly what she said. None whatsoever.
I believe them.
None whatsoever.
I believe
Your
them.
Honor. When I'm done, I'm
And
done.
I'm going to tell you something, because we see a lot of things in divorce court, but it's rare that we see two mature adults who are trying to co-parent their children successfully.
Thank you.
Ms. Moore, and that should not be an issue.
It's not.
That you all are in the same gymnasium when a volleyball tournament is happening.
And she also complained when he gave me money to get the girl's hair
No, that was for
done.
your nails.
It was not. He asked for a receipt for the hair, for the girl.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. He probably did need a receipt to show you. So now we're here. Do you have, are you still wearing the ring? Let me see, that's a nice ring. Juan, would you hand me the ring? So this is the engagement ring you're suing over.
Yes.
Beautiful ring,
Thank you.
I must say.
Thank you, Your Honor.
5 years you made up for some lost time.
I sure did. I did my best.
You're suing, though, for this ring. I'm gonna leave this here, the value of this ring.
Yes.
And also for $1,000 for a venue. The two of you started planning the wedding?
Yes.
So you've called things off?
Yes.
And you're aware of this? You understand this?
I didn't want it to be called off. Yes, I am aware.
The $1,000 deposit that you put on the venue, you put that money down on the venue?
Yes, and paid $50 a month since 2018.
And it's non-refundable?
Yeah, yes.
So here's what we're going to do. On the issue of the $1,000, it's a non-refundable deposit. You decided to end the relationship. That deposit, she's not required to pay.
To be honest,
The bigger
I'm willing
issue,
to lose that. I want the ring back or the value for the ring.
Here's the issue with the ring. The ring was a gift to her. Under the law, when you give someone a gift, you can't get it back. There is, however, one exception to the rules on gifts, and that is an engagement ring. Because it is the one gift that you give someone is only given in contemplation of marriage. If the marriage does not happen, you are required by law to return the engagement ring. So Juan, I'm gonna give you this ring, and I ask you to return this ring to its rightful owner, which is Mr. Reed.
Absolutely.
Me.
Mr. Reed, stop gloating.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Because at the end of the day, sir, this has been 7 years that the two of you have spent in a relationship. That is a long time, sir.
I agree, Your Honor.
So this is not the time to gloat. I understand that you're upset. Ms. Moore, I believe Mr. Reed when he talks about the problems and the issues that's led to this breakup. Because you've been engaged for 2 years. That is a long time. This is not a quick decision. This is not a rash decision. Ms. Moore? Ms. Moore, under the law, you have to return the ring.
Now you can keep the ring. That's his. I don't care.
So, Ms. Moore, I understand it's difficult. I understand it's hard. We're going to adjourn court. And Juan, would you assist Ms. Moore out of the courtroom?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. I wish you both well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Juan.
We're going to walk this way. All right. Oh, absolutely.
I feel great about the judge's verdict. I got the ring back. I'm elated.
I'm so emotional because I really love Bob. And we had our problems, but I didn't think it was this bad. I didn't think we were going to break up.
She does that. She knows where we're at. She's trying to get sympathy.
I was hoping that we would come to some sort of understanding and work things out, but I guess we just not going to make it.
Cry me a river at this point. I mean, it's fake tears.
I'm just gonna move on. You know, it's too much hurt involved. I can't do this again.
After this, I'm pretty much open now. You know, I'm out here. I'm single, ready to mingle.